guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be showing you how I cook my dinner. Today are going to be a few of Ed's favorites because today is his birthday. Happy birthday to him. I'm pretty excited about this because I have different techniques to a nice home cooked meal. It doesn't have to be all of the time. I like to keep my meals under an hour, hour and a half. I don't have all day to be cooking. So if you don't mind to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. If there is a few things in this video that you might want to sub out, you can do that. This is your meal. This is my meal. This is how I cook it. So yeah, I'm going to be showing you all of the ingredients, the prepping for it, the cooking, and then the after. So thank you so much for clicking on another video. So of course we're going to start off with our seasonings. So we have some black pepper, some garlic salt, lemon pepper seasoning, minced onions, partially flakes, you know what I mean, garlic powder, garlic and herbs, Old Bay, Goya seasoning, that's very important. We have some fish fillets. I usually get it in fillets, chop it up, put it in a Ziploc bag of how much we'll eat that night, freeze it, boom, there we go, easy thawing access. Then we have some Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuits. Now, honey, these are amazing. And you will have the ingredients right in your refrigerator. Listen, water, we got that. Shredded cheese, we got that. Butter, we got that, honey. Listen, real quick, at home. Then we have some cheese. We have some elbow noodles, an egg. We have this also easy Velveeta packet. I'll show you what to do with that in a moment. We have some butter. I call this butter. It might be margarine, whatever you may have it. 2 cans of the sliced potatoes. Oh, Lord. From Walmart. And then 2 cans of the cut green beans from Sam's Club. So I'm going to show you how to put all of this into one great meal. Stay tuned. So prepping wise, we are going to start our oven and preheat that up 375. And then another prep thing we're going to do is we're going to get our water started for our noodles. So now that I have washed my hands already, I already have the water boiling for the noodles. So what the noodles, we're going to add some olive oil. So I just have some great value olive oil from Walmart. I'm going to throw that just like a few drops just so our noodles don't stick together. And then I'm going to set that aside. And then what we're going to start doing is just the prep work. So I'm going to take this salmon that we've had unthawed. I put it in the refrigerator a few hours earlier that I knew that I wanted to cook it. That's the safest way. We're not going to microwave. I'm not bashing anybody that microwaves. But we're going to take, I'm just going to take a glass cookware that I have somewhere in my pantry, whatever you may call it. So I'm going to bring you guys a little closer. So the prep for our salmon, I'm just going to throw some olive oil at the bottom of this. Swirl it around. This just creates just like a little, I guess, I don't know what you may call it, but it just prevents our salmon from sticking to the glassware while we put it in the oven. Then I'm just going to take the salmon out of this Ziploc bag. I'm going to put it right in there. Just stretch it out a little bit. So there we are. So since I did handle raw fish, I'm going to wash my hands again. Alright, so then we go straight forth and drizzle a little olive oil right on the top of the fillet so that once we season them, all of the seasoning is not going to just run off. Then I'll start with my Goya seasoning. So I like to, I'm going to just say shout out to my mother, Miss Bay. She showed me this Goya before I knew about Goya seasoning. I did not know life. So here we are. We're just going to put this right on there, especially if you're transitioning from maybe chicken, trying to eat less meat products. This will definitely heighten your salmon to a whole nother level. So I'm just going to take the second package and just make sure you try to hit all of the salmon with it. Then we're going to go with our Old Bay seasoning, drizzle. Throw that right on top. Then the roasted garlic and herb. I just want to put some of that on top. I do not measure my seasonings. Whatever looks good to me, that's what it is. Then some lemon pepper. Then some parsley flakes. That is our oven preheating to 375. Then some garlic powder. And then just regular pepper. Now, the last one that we want to sprinkle on top is this garlic salt, but you want to be a little more careful with this. I try not to put too much. So there we are. So although I'm not going to do the other side, but what I like to do is just move the pan just a little bit like that. Since all of those seasonings did get on the bottom of our pan, it will cook the other side of it. So I'm going to throw this in the oven and then I'll let you see. So now that our salmon is in the oven, I'm just going to close this up now. Our water is boiling just a little bit, but I want to see that come more to a boil. So then we'll come right over here and we'll prep our side dishes. So our first side dish will be the sliced potatoes and green beans. So I have drained 2 of the juices from one of the potatoes, one of the green beans. Then I left 2 of the juices in there. So we're going to start off with the potatoes. Dump them right in. So that was with the juice. Then we're going to take a green bean without the juice. Then we're going to take a potato without the juice. Dump that in there. We're just layering. Then we're going to take the green bean with the juice. So like I said, we just layered all of that. So then I slice my butter up just a little nicely. So we're just going to lay some of that on top. So as the temperature rises, the butter will melt into the potatoes and green beans, as well as all of the seasonings. So right here we did just like a half a stick of butter. I'm gonna come over here and wash off my hands. So with this, I like to go with our minced onion. Put a lot of that on top. Then I like to go with our black pepper. Then some of our roasted garlic and herb. I like to throw a little bit of this garlic salt in. So remember, there's a lot of layers in here, so that's why I put quite a few of these seasonings in there. So then we'll take it right over to our stove, and then we will top that off with a lid. So we'll let that go ahead and marinate on the fire. I'll probably put it to medium. So there that is. So then I'll just let that cook. Now it looks like our water is boiling. I'll just take a spoon, swirl that around just a little bit, and then let that boil for a little bit. Alright, so here's all of the ingredients that you need for the biscuits. So I've already measured out my water. I have my batter right here. And then this is the little garlic and herb package that they put in there. You'll use that at the final step. So I'm going to put my water in first. Then I'm going to put in biscuit mix. Then I'm going to add in the cheese that they say. So the cheese is really up to you. I know that they have a set limit, I guess, a recipe on the back of there, but it's just really up to you and how much you want to add and how cheesy you want your biscuits to be. So there's that. So you want it just like a little thicker consistency. And then what I like to do is just throw a little bit of the Old Bay seasoning into it. And then mix all of that up. So I just lined whatever I'm going to, like the cookie sheet, whatever you want to put in the oven. I just lined it with aluminum foil. And then now we're just going to pop these into the oven. Look at our salmon. Looks good. So those are in the oven. So now I have drained the noodles and put them in another pan that I can put in the oven. So one thing that I did forget to mention was the evaporated milk. So I just opened this and we're just going to add this to there. So this is what's going to make your macaroni just a little creamy. It's not going to be as dry. Then I'm going to show you another tip, but we'll just wait for that. So I like to kind of like coat the bottom. Like, I don't know if you can see it from so much steam, but there's like enough milk in there that the bottom is coated. So then we're going to move on to our Velveeta packet that I showed you earlier. So now we're going to add the egg to it. And then we're going to mix it. Alright, so now that the egg is mixed in there, so you can see our milk now that we're moving it around. I'm going to add that Velveeta pouch. Now, a lot of people make their own cheese mixture. Listen, I don't know how to make it. I'm not about to sit here and do that. So I just add this into here to already give the like cheese taste to it. This is cheating. This is just my technique. So I squeeze all of that into there. Then I just mix it all up in there. So since the milk is already in there, that's what's going to kind of spread this out pretty good. Alright, so now that our cheese packet is like mixed in as much as I can, we're just going to add some shredded cheese. Like I said, I don't really measure anything. I just eyeball it. You can really do what you want to do. This is your meal. This is my meal. I just put a few handfuls, and then I will then stir it up so that the middle and around it will get all of this shredded cheese as well. So since our salmon and our biscuits are already in there, and it's like about halfway, we'll probably put this in there for about maybe 30 minutes so that all the cheese melts, it firms up, the egg gets to cook a little longer as well. So I'm just going to add a few more handfuls of the cheese, and then I will do the layering part. Alright, so I have added some black pepper into there as well as some seasoned salt. I just did a few sprinkles just to give it a little bit of a taste to it. And we are going to add the layering of the top of it. This is what's going to be crisp whenever you take it out of the oven. Alright, so now that we have done layering it, we're just going to pop this in the oven. Look at how our biscuits are coming out. Look at the salmon. So this is the final product. This is our potatoes and green beans. This is our salmon. These are our biscuits. You don't have to go to Red Lobster for them. And then this is our macaroni and cheese. I'm going to show y'all how I plate it, and then I'll be right back. So this is our final product. I trust you all liked. Thank you for joining in. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel.